good.
We're live.
I think.
And we started over the timer, so I think we're actually live this time.
Refresh.
Watch now. It says watch live now.
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
What's up, guys?
Hey guys, how's it going? Today it's a Chrome day. Our Google Chrome's working out today, so that's good. Edge is not the answer. But we just out here pivoting. No big deal. How's everybody doing? Get in the chat, say what's up. Oh yes, I see us. That's awesome. Love to see that. Bailey, happy to see you, my guy. I think Bailey's first time since we've been doing it this year, so happy to see you. Nick, I don't know if I agree with that, but we'll see. Hopefully, you do better than Ass. Dustin, Steiger, happy to see everybody. Let's do some screen sharing. Get to the lobby, and I'll let Cam tell you about today.
Yeah, so we are going to be drafting once again in the $3 while we still have some spots. Again, it's a 20 max, $3 to enter. If you want to join, we're going to be top of the minute in which we start. So let's just go ahead and say at 7:06 on the dot is when we're going to press enter. And then hopefully, if we all press enter at the same time, we're going to get in the lobby and just absolutely take down this contest.
Absolutely. The NFL Best Ball 1.5 million play action, the same one you've been entering recently. We're going to continue doing this even on my account when Cam runs out of entries. Yeah. I mean, what are we at? Like 25% filled. So I mean, it's coming pretty quick. I think you're probably already at like 15.
There has been a little bit of movement though in the ADP market and stuff like that. If you notice, on your screen, you see CMC's jumped all the way up to 8, which we already had the vibes of just, hey, he's kind of really close into the middle of the first, but so many people are on the same page with that it jumped his ADP. He jumped over GNT. He's kind of split up the receivers, Amon-Ra, Malik, and then Puka and CD. So we'll see how high he rises, but
let's go. Sorry,
not afraid.
7:06, go. But yeah, we're jumping in now. 5 out of 12, lots of room. So
7 spots.
Hopefully we can all get in here together.
7 spots. We got 8 watching. So
yeah,
see everybody that is currently hanging out with us. Let's all be in this lobby and let's have a good old draft.
Yeah. What spot do you want? Tell me.
Well, based on our thumbnails, you're gonna make us be, at the start of the draft.
Yeah.
At the early 101.
It's true.
But I mean, last week we went double at the start, so I'd rather just kind of let's do both of ours at the end of the round this time.
Sure. Last time we did get one of the thumbnails. I believe it was George Kittle. We didn't get Tyreek in that one, but I do think in the first was DJ Moore and CD. We got a CD lineup, I think. So we've gotten our thumbnail a couple times. Cooking, so can't draft, but I'm here.
Well, it's okay.
It's good enough.
Can't draft because we do 2 every time we go live. So hang out with us for a couple minutes, and then in about 45 minutes or so, when we finish this one up, we'll jump into another one, and you can jump in that one if you are down and ready to clown.
Weak.
Let's go ahead and I knew it.
Oh, well, I guess we're getting to Mark. Let's see who's in here. Dustin next to Nick. I see. Oh, Steiger over here. Steiger's got a good spot in 6. Hopefully he gets someone to follow him.
Right now,
or CD, I guess, if he wants to go that way. And then Dustin at 9. Dustin, get in the chat. Tell us who you, well, I guess don't tell Pika and these other guys. But I think 9's a pretty good spot right now.
Especially with GT jumping down and Amon-Ra as well.
So yeah, exactly.
A couple of different options.
We know.
And also DJV, Mojo, P. Swinson, Billy Gunn, and Kikamba. If any of you guys are in the chat, just say what's up and welcome to Game Time Discussions.
I wonder how they come up with these names because, like, I understand some of them, but then I'm like looking at these. I'm like, I have no idea where you thought of that. Nick at the 10 spot. Nick, first draft. He's gonna have it. You're gonna have a great draft, double stack. You're gonna get all the running backs, and actually, guys, I actually have some questions because I think this is a really big thing right now, and I actually want to ask you too. I think that the best strategy this year is different than last year, of course, because last year was like everybody was going 0 RB. I think hero RB has to be the best strategy right now because there's such grossness in like the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round on running back, unless you're going all rookies.
In the years before, there was like a dead zone, whether it was the 6th round or the 4th round. I think it was last year where it was just like a real weird range of running backs, but then now it's just kind of they're pretty spread out. Like if you're a dominant running back, you're in the first 3 rounds, and then there's just a couple every round throughout the top 100. So it's not really like there's a crazy one. We can auto pick it or we can just go. But all news came out this week. 2 different signings. So we officially had Nick Chubb sign with the Houston Texans for a year, and we also have J.K. Dobbins officially signed with the Denver Broncos. I want you guys in the chat to jump in and tell me which one do you like more between the two, and if that really impacts, I guess you'd say RJ Harvey or Joe Mixon at all, or if it's just business as usual in terms of I don't really have a reaction to those typical signings. Let me know what y'all think.
Nick, I think 10 is one of the best spots because you're going to get one of
You can go
Amon-Ra, Christian McCaffrey, or Ashton Genty. And then on the backside of it, you might even get Brian Thomas Jr.
or Brock Bowers.
Yeah, you could do a well, it's really weird. Are you okay with, and I know you've done this once, but are you okay with going double Raider?
That was my first ever.
That's scary.
This summer.
It's so scary.
Terrifying.
Like, obviously, even for me, that's scary, and I'm a Raiders fan. So, but yeah, I think at 10, you kind of have the pick of the litter, whoever falls to you, basically. Bailey said JK, between which.
You're going 3. Interesting.
Wow. That means Steiger might get someone to follow him. Bailey went JK. Steiger asked between which two. It's Nick Chubb going to the Houston Texans or JK Dobbins going to the Denver Broncos. Yeah. So between those two, who do you like more, and the fit and all that stuff? Who do you like more between those two?
Are you
yeah. No, who do you? Yeah, no, you.
To me, I think JK is a more impactful in terms of who was the assumed starter. Both RJ Harvey and Joe Mixon go in similar draft ranges, and I think that JK has more of an impact on RJ than Nick Chubb has on Joe, because Joe is just kind of a volume king, and Nick Chubb's not the style of running back to just take away all of his touches.
Right. I mean,
Joe also hasn't been hey, I'm going to rely on 15 touchdowns to get there. He's going to get, a bunch of touches, a bunch of targets. I just think both of them can do fine, but they're also behind the worst offensive line in football. That's another thing to think about. And then with JK, I mean, it was an efficient backfield as a whole, but because it was such a committee approach between Javonte, Jaleel McLaughlin, and Osric Estimate from a fantasy perspective, none of them were startable.
Right.
Maybe one or both of RJ and JK have flex appeal in redraft. And then also in best ball, I think it's a fine stack if you want to go that route.
Yeah. All 3 of those guys we talked about went. I don't know is that Puka that's still there?
So,
who's?
Yeah, Puka fell. So Nick has his pick of that. He's got Neighbors. He's got, if he wants to go Henry, Nico. So it sounds like he's going to go double pass catcher unless, Henry were to fall.
Right. I think Puka is the best option. Steiger auto drafted CD, which was,
fair.
Yeah.
It's probably exactly what he wanted.
Nick auto drafts Puka. Got actually 4 receivers for our 4 teams. 4 receivers for our 4 teams. I think that's actually, right after I say it, you should go hero RB. None of us do it. So,
well, we couldn't,
right, of course, yeah,
all that fun stuff.
Can't take
Steiger,
Saquon there.
I mean, the top 3 went, and it's just kind of
hanging out there.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then you got to reach on Henry if you're Dustin or Nick. So, nah. Dude, my sound was off. That was crazy. I have no idea what you're talking about, buddy. I'll be honest. Sorry.
Well, maybe you should turn it up.
Are you watching like 10 Things again? Just wondering.
Probably.
Game which game is on tonight? I know the hockey game's on, and basketball's not. Yeah. Oh, on your app. I see. Okay, turn it up.
All right. Nick is
damn, Brock Bowers gone already.
That kind of makes it a little tough because basically my first 3 choices as a second rounder where Nick was at are all off the board consecutively, but maybe he's not paying attention.
Brian Thomas is the guy I would expect to go here. Nick's auto drafting, it looks like. Nick, that's 2 auto drafts in a row, my guy. Where you at?
You're lucky that you got a couple things, but you got 2 week 8 buys.
H-hand.
Right?
Dustin. Texas A&M guys.
Fair. All right.
Let's see. Drake London, good pick. Who's gonna go?
After Star goes, let's go back to the board just because I know there has been a refresher. You were getting Dan's? Oh, bruh.
Oh man, now I'm just sad.
I know. I'm jealous
Are
of
you
you.
bringing Dan's? That's the real question. I haven't had
I
Dan's in
brought
so
I brought
long.
you Dan's the other week. You can return the favor.
Cam, talking to your mic.
Oh, sorry.
Bring it to your face.
Sorry, Steiger normally likes the mic not to be
Rah, rah,
next
rah.
to somebody's.
You gonna eat it?
Yeah.
I mean, I yell into my mic. I know I do.
It's also
I'm
a
always
track.
so like when I edit the videos, like I'm always like this bar, and then everybody else is like this bar, and I'm like, damn. It's like okay. I
That's a
scream
good
at my
start,
mic.
Steiger.
That's
Lad
right.
fell a little bit to you, so you start with the CD and the Lad.
All right. We're 24 and 25.
Yep.
So Rasheed Rice is all the
That
way up
was
to
what I told you
25.
about when we're finalizing, and we're going to shoot our first 1.0 rankings for all the positions for the fantasy season. And we noticed that Rasheed Rice had mighty climb all the way to the 3-1 right now on DraftKings, which is pretty wild.
My notifications are not it right now. Yeah, dude, you are having a conversation with yourself in the chat.
Yeah.
You are confusing the hell out of me
All
right
right.
now.
Cross your fingers and let's see if we can have a banger of a start.
That would be a pretty
I
banger.
hope that this guy doesn't do what I want him to not do.
Well, who did he go first? Saquon. He went
Mhm.
Saquon, so we'll see.
He should go.
Yeah, he should do
He should
something
go
else
T because we're really, really having a hankering.
for a double stack.
Yeah. You auto
He auto drafted him.
Okay, so we got to get the other thumbnail just while we're here, right?
Okay.
And then basically, to me, I'm kind of between: do you want to do a dominant quarterback or a dominant tight end? That's kind of my vibes right now.
I think we go tight end.
Trey,
Yeah.
A little bit of Trey love.
Yeah, let's go there.
We've
and
seen
then...
Trey kind of start to slip into the third, but I don't know for the sake of whoever, like Dusty's all the way back at the 3.8, so I don't, or 3.9. I don't expect him to fall all the way there. Maybe he would fall to Steiger. I don't know.
Apparently, you're on volume 1 and I'm on volume 8.
Wow.
And Bailey apparently doesn't work in 5s, like normal people. So you're gonna have to eat it.
Well, yeah, I'll just be over yonder.
3 running backs next to us. Alrighty then.
And he didn't auto draft that time.
Mm-mm.
So maybe he listened to you when you were like, "Hey,
hey, hero RB."
That's
no
becoming robust
RB.
Hey, Lamar going QB1 in this draft.
Oh,
did you see RJ Harvey go in the second round? We did not notice that at all.
Wow. After we were talking about JK,
Steiger's got a draft manipulator next to him.
Oh my goodness, someone's gonna fall.
Yeah,
someone's
gonna got a hell of a pick right here.
Yeah, Steiger, you're gonna
if you can even pay attention to slide to.
Yeah, hopefully you have notifications on now.
Or paying attention.
Don't auto draft Rasheed Rice. My thoughts.
Literally pick any of the next anybody else. Okay, where does he go?
Terry. Nice, I like it. You stole.
Start.
Yeah, no, that's a really good wide receiver room.
Yeah.
My gosh.
And based on that run of quarterbacks, Dusty's also going to get probably the guy that he always gets in the third round.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, unless Pika Pal forever. Just one. Oh,
nope, he went Rasheed. There you go, Dustin.
I'm surprised you haven't picked yet. Oh,
he was ready. he was smashing it. Right, you wanted Jaden? Okay.
Are you still away from the keyboard?
Yeah. Are you have greasy hands right now? That's what's going on. That's why it's taking you so long. What a start is correct, Dustin. I am very proud of you.
No, that's
I'm proud of you and Steiger. We're doing.
I love our team.
We're doing great.
We have the worst team.
Well, let's see what Nick does by auto drafting by accident.
He's auto drafted somebody fun.
Kyron? Is Kyron next? Hell yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, sure. You need a running back. 2 Rams. Must get Matthew Stafford.
10 seconds to draft. I think your connection's absolutely messed up if that's true.
I'm getting 30 seconds.
Billy Gunn going 3 non-receivers to start, all unstacked and correlated.
Well, we have 4 teams that have no receivers.
That's crazy. Through 3 rounds.
Yeah. So we're about to have hopefully some value fall to us if we get lucky.
A running back or 2.
Yeah, considering the guy right next to us, hopefully will let us get some running backs.
Breece Hall's starting to rise a little bit.
Obviously, the guy at the 5th pick is just bullshitting. So He's gonna do
Tyreek
weird
fell to the
things.
fourth. Wow.
That's pretty crazy. He's gonna do some weird things, and then the guy next to him has no wide receivers, and then the guy next to us has no wide receivers. So we're gonna be fighting DJV for running backs. It looks like.
Nick's auto drafting the hell out of the team right now.
Jesus, who's next?
Who knows?
Dustin, I don't even know, honestly. What is Dustin's next thing to do?
Nick does have all 3 week 8 buys.
Interesting.
I also will
Kittle? That's a hell of a. All right.
Yeah, good job, Nick.
Go, Nick, go.
I will say, when you do return, if you can hear me, please pick Matthew Stafford, since you did go ahead and go with Puka and Kyron.
Mike Evans, okay.
Okay. Another Aggie.
Yeah, makes sense.
That might have been a little bit of a
over Devontae.
That's tough. 2 aging receivers.
Yeah.
Both of them kind of added to high target share, running mates.
Mm-hmm. All right, Steiger. What are you gonna do now that you have 3 receivers already? Probably
one of the running backs that we want.
Well, James Cook's there, and that was his favorite guy last year.
Yeah, it was.
And fantasy.
Was that just a
Devontae is an Aggie, duh. This guy. Looks like Pika's going for the Patrick Mahomes build. Steiger auto drafts because he's got 10 seconds, like you said.
Well, the thing is, okay.
Well,
I hope you go with the Justin Herbert route as a QB2 later down the line.
Yep. Justin Herbert.
Couple of y'all doing the LA doubles.
There's James Cook on a team that already has 3 running backs, or 2 running backs, and Lamar, who's a running back.
With that. Well, we're gonna have to definitely scoop up one right here, unless Moho's probably gonna draft another.
Joe Burr. There are none.
Yeah, we kind of have to go Joe.
Okay, and who? Because it's Chuba.
On a running back, dude.
I mean, Chuba's fine.
Yeah,
we've actually kind of come around.
About that, how we just haven't taken any Chuba.
Coming around to Chuba. He is Jonathan Brooks is out.
4th round, dude. Oh, that's
Jameson.
so early.
I honestly, that's even way too early for me. I mean, I'm not that ridiculous. I like Jameson, but I don't like him that much.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And that's his wide receiver 1 too.
Oof, yeah. But Devontae Smith, neither of them are wide receiver 1s on a team, but you have 3 running backs. Yeah, sure. Do what you got to do.
1 and 2 are options on their own teams.
Yeah. James Cook is not happy with Buffalo, but at the same time, I don't know what kind of
camp or the mandatory mini camp.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's holding out. He just he might a little bit into training camp if they still don't have a deal, which I need more than 1 year of.
That's what I was gonna say. Does he actually have leverage?
No,
because I don't think he does. He is a 15-touch running back where they can probably replace him with another guy. I don't know. It's not a situation where I'm like, yeah, you're in control like Cincinnati and their pass rushers, which is a whole nother thing. All right, Steiger, you have more than 10 seconds.
Well, he's probably in shambles because George Pickens just went.
Alvin Kamara is one of his guys too.
Yeah,
that's his.
Will he even be a Saint the entire season?
I hope not for him.
Hey, look, that's what you were asking. Is Travis Hunter going to fall? He fell all the way to 55 on this one.
Good. Here we go. That's what we want. We want him to the back 50s, and we'll start really getting to him, because then he'll be Brian Thomas and him, and we'll be really happy.
Right. All right. Sam Laporta off the board, but we got our tight end though. I think
Dustin.
Dusty and Steiger both need tight end still.
Yeah. Nick got George Kittle by accident. Where are you, Nick? Get back in here.
Where are you? Stop eating your fries.
There you go. Zay Flowers. Okay. Who else was on the board there, though? Nick's going to auto draft. Tet.
I really hope you auto draft
this guy. Not Tet. Why is Tet falling so much?
I think it's just because they're both rookies, and there shouldn't be any kind of concern about injuries or anything. But it feels like all the rookies are just kind of like, okay, like now we're not overly excited to draft you because this is the first time we're able to draft them in fantasy drafts.
Right. Oh, he went Travion Henderson.
Okay.
Auto drafted that? Did you auto?
No,
there's no way, right? He's got.
I don't mind that.
Damn.
But those two, it's
That's
so
what I'm
interesting
talking
because
about.
not only are they former teammates, I think it is such a fun debate of which one would you rather have between Henderson and Judkins.
And when we release,
I think they're both top 15 upside.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. When we release our video for running back rankings, I'm actually on the other side of where we're at. So we went back and forth a little bit, but we talked about this a while back, and I'm actually on the Quinchon is above Travion side.
I'm on the Kenneth Walker's above both of them, so I'm surprised he fell to the 512. Also, Brees Hall was another one that I thought I was too harsh on at the start, but then now he's really starting to rise. And I'm just like, I'm not ever going to get a share of him, am I?
No, probably not. There goes Tet. Okay. Actually, now that
Tet falling to the 6, that's where.
Did
you see the Debo video of him running a crosser route and just kind of looking really kind of slow? And I know they were running half speed, but
like Debo himself.
Yeah.
Oh
Twitter
no,
made a big deal about how big / slow he looked.
Oh, he is big. He was big last year.
Yeah, I know.
He's a running back when he gets the ball. I mean, he's a big old boy.
He could have dropped 20 pounds and I still wouldn't take him at the 6'2".
It's pretty early.
And that's his second receiver.
No, Nick, you actually have the green mark now.
Oh no.
Come back.
I like this team.
No, it's good. I just want him to not auto draft. Now he's got to correlate, and he's not gonna be able to. There goes the Patrick Mahomes one. Yeah, Dustin with the James Conner getting another Cardinal.
What are Steiger's receivers? Remind me.
Terry McLaurin and Ladd and CD.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to go quarterback yet.
Then. No, but I think he should go. What tight ends here? None. None, right? Yeah. Okay.
David.
Sure.
I might have gone 4 wide receivers because at that point, if you were able to go with an Olave or this is kind of starting to be the run of the weird, just depth.
Yeah.
Like pick your preference of all these guys, but any of them as your 4th receiver, I think on that specific team, you might have been able to get away with just 7 receivers.
We're gonna have a 4th receiver.
We'll just kind of see
third receiver.
What else falls to you at the 7th round? Because somebody will.
What are we gonna do? A lot of receivers.
I'd like a receiver and a running back, please.
Okay. Which running back?
DeAndre Swift, please.
Okay, over Caleb Johnson. They're literally so close to me. I'm asking. Oh, over Jacoby? You want Jacoby?
I don't care.
I'm asking. No. I mean, I think there's a debate between these two. I want to go Jacoby as one of our guys.
Well, I don't trust Swift as a person.
But
I trust the situation more than Pittsburgh.
That's fair. But Caleb Johnson is gonna be the end zone guy, right?
You mean Roshan? Oh.
No, for Pittsburgh. For Pittsburgh.
Well, unless Jalen Warren just wants to be a PPR back this year.
We'll get them both.
No.
Okay, well, what do you want me to do? I got
Swift.
Okay.
I'd rather stack Chicago's backfield than Pittsburgh's backfield.
That's fair. And we are going to do that. So
I actually had the idea, which I'm fine with.
This guy got another running back.
I'm fine with Jacoby, and Jacoby's higher on our board than Adunze. But if we went him and Swift, we probably would have been able to get Caleb, at the next turn.
Sure.
And that could have been a QB1 situation or QB2.
Yeah.
Sorry. Double.
Yeah, we actually have our QB and our tight end, which makes me feel a little bit better about this whole situation that we got going on. Hey, Taylor. Nice to see you.
What's up?
Yeah, this guy next to us, Mojo, has 4 running backs at this point.
Yeah. So if he knows, or I'm fine doing the robust strategy, but you really have to embrace it and just be like, hey, I'm good with these 5, and then just completely hit receiver.
Steiger's about to get a good receiver here, though.
Yep.
Adunze's
there.
There's a couple more
that were still there.
Godwin still on the board.
Godwin's still.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Even though he did fall, that's not one that I am in love with this year.
Sure.
Another year older, has been injury prone. They added Emeka Ibuka, Jalen McMillan kind of had a really strong end of the year. Basically, I think 2 of the 4 Bucks receivers don't return value on ADP, and I don't know what 2 of those are. We could just be overthinking it, and it's just, hey, it's just still Godwin and Evans this year.
Right. Yeah, he went Godwin. Yeah. That's fine. In Godwin we trust. Yes, absolutely. I think that was one of your guys that you've had in recent years too. So I believe it. Dustin has no tight ends and no quarterbacks. So Kyler on the turn.
It's a little earlier than we've seen Pacheco go, but I still think it's kind of weird seeing him this low after seeing him as a second, third rounder last year.
That's fair.
Because it's like Brashard Smith and Kareem Hunt shouldn't make somebody in fear of, oh, this is just not his backfield anymore. We can be optimistic about Brashard Smith, but this is complete wishful thinking that as a 19th, 20th rounder is going to have meaningful touches, especially early on for Kansas City.
Yeah. Steiger said Tampa Bay has a very crowded receiver room. Honestly, I don't think Jalen McMillan makes an impact this year because of the fact that Emeka Ibuka is going to take his place, and Godwin will be healthy if Godwin is healthy, I guess. So it'll basically be Godwin, Emeka, and Mike Evans, and then Kate Otten, in my opinion. I don't know that it's as crowded as it's crowded based on like talent that has produced in recent years.
I think it's harder to invest in Tampa Bay in a redraft than it is a best ball, because a Chris Godwin or a Mike Evans, if healthy, are still going to have their 6 to 7 games of being a wide receiver 2 or possibly even better. And then Emeka, even though he's going in the 8th, 9th round right now, he'll still have a Jalen McMillan-esque finish, I think. It might take him a little bit to get going, but he'll have some games where he's the 13 to 16 point guy. But at the same time, on a redraft, when you have to make decisions to start, from this perspective, this very moment, I don't know if I can just on a weekly basis, I'm comfortable every week just putting him as my, wide receiver 2 or 3 or flex.
Definitely being pushed up because this is a best ball situation. Mm-hmm. Because like truly, he's not gonna. I don't think he should be top 120 probably ADP wise.
Let me look at. I actually haven't looked at Yahoo ADPs because they don't matter because it's still June.
Yeah, but I'm sure they at least like put something out that gives you. I bet he's in the 120s, 130s, which is probably about where he should be if you're just like playing him weekly basis wise. Kyler Murray going to Dustin. Perfect. Nick is actually drafting. I saw him draft Diggs and Jalen Warren. That's good.
Love the Diggs.
There goes Bo.
I'm fine with Warren. I can see the path.
Darnell Mooney picked a little early. Nice Steiger. Getting TJ. That baby.
That is the last tight end one that I'm just really comfortable just going 2 tight ends.
Right.
And after that, it's by committee. But there's a lot of value because so many of those guys busted last year that you can get 2 or 3 of those guys. But I feel very comfortable with TJ going in the 8th round right now. That just feels way, way too low in a PPR format.
So we got a few picks here. Jonnu goes. Someone needed a tight end, I guess. Let's see.
Well, we definitely need a receiver here.
Okay. And then I have a guy that I want to say here in a second. Jared Goff.
I'll have to do well unless you really just want to lock it up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Good, Justin. That was what I was thinking.
Oh, that's not what I.
Because we have Garrett Wilson.
No, yeah, I get it.
Josh Downs, probably the favorite
of the receivers.
Yeah.
Is Reed just went off the board, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't want Golden.
No, I don't either.
And there's
that's fine.
Next is Ibuka.
We'll go Downs and
Fields.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I still think it's kind of weird that right now Fields is a higher ADP than Caleb Williams, though.
No, that's fair. It's just we had the stack,
based on how we're
obviously.
Constructing our team. That's what we're arguing for.
Yeah. Let's see. Steiger needs a quarterback. He is waiting on. Let's see.
He's waiting on. Dak is a good one.
Dak
can fall.
and
Justin, you could probably wait around if that's what you wanted to do.
Nick needs a quarterback. He's going to go Matthew at one of his picks.
Some point, but you can wait
Brock
for that.
Purdy
Brock's coming. Drake May is a really strong one.
Sure.
I don't know if I would love him as a QB1. You might have to go 3 quarterback build, but you went with 2 New England guys. So that's an idea.
I think that's probably part of his plan. We got 16 people in here. We appreciate y'all checking us out and watching. We will be doing another draft here in a second. So if y'all would like to be a part of that.
Sorry, I was talking out
loud. Oh, if you would like to be a part of that after this draft ends, we're going to reload and do another one. So y'all are more than welcome to jump in with us. We do the $3 1.5 million play action. So come hang out. Steiger's up, one of our good friends. Let's see what he does. He's taking all 30 seconds too every time. he's like he's thinking hard. Oh, there goes okay, Justin Herbert. I guess he had to reach a little bit because
Over
of
deck.
the fact over deck.
Interesting. That's very interesting, actually.
See, where is Dak? 108. What is Justin normally?
Usually, I know he's behind him in ADP, but
Let's see.
maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, 115 and 108.
Okay. I don't know. I prefer the Dak side, but at the same time, he's shown his injury history. But also, Justin Herbert has been a very limited, thrower in this offense so far. But maybe because they added 2 more receivers, they brought back Mike Williams as depth, and then going with Trey Harris, who's a popular, rookie 11th, 12th rounder. Maybe there's a little bit more, fantasy upside for him. He does have something to prove this year. But we've seen Dak when he's healthy be QB2 overall in fantasy, and I don't think that Justin has that upside.
Yeah,
he may be a better overall quarterback from a real life perspective, but fantasy wise, Dak I think is a more reliable threat.
Looks like Nick finally got to Matthew Golden after he fell like 20 spots, so I think that's fine. That's going to be different than anybody else. No one else will have Matthew Golden end your team, which will be good. Evan Ingram going to Dustin, getting his tight end locked up. We need running back. We need to go hammer some running backs, but we're kind of done with quarterback, and we need one tight end, and we're done with that. Like, I feel pretty good about
Nick,
only going 2 and 2.
Quarterback here because look at all the pink going off the board right now. That guy next to you just went 3 quarterbacks, so that's going to make other people jump up.
Drake May.
Yeah, Drake May, and then Stafford, and maybe a third one. I think that's a really strong route with this current roster you got.
Game update. Travis and Taylor are at Stanley Cup game. Travis and Taylor. Like Travis Starr?
Travis Kelce, I'm assuming.
Oh, I was like, who the fuck is this guy talking about? I don't give a shit about that guy. He didn't do nothing for my team last year, all right?
But
Drake May, that a baby?
To answer my own question earlier about redraft ADP for Emeka, right now, 167 overall for Yahoo. Very, very low and very affordable. And then on ESPN, which is PPR, he's wide receiver 51, about 137.5, which is probably a 14th rounder.
That's perfect. That's where you should be looking to get him, honestly. Dustin, what are we going to do? 3, 2, 1. Okay, Jordan Mason.
Some depth.
Does he have Aaron?
No, I don't.
No, the guy next to him did. Yeah, he missed. Could have got him, I guess. Najee. That was the stack that I thought Steiger should have got. That was who I wanted. Starting to see some of these running backs come off the board.
Yeah. He did go Omar and Hampton. Yeah, both of you guys went with the LA doubles, which is nice. I really don't want to do a Cincinnati double. That doesn't sound fun at all.
Gesicki?
I don't want to.
Is that the only answer?
Not really.
You got to go Yoshi?
Jermaine or... No, I'd rather have Jermaine.
Hey, baby. Get Dak too. Why not?
Right? Am I crazy for saying that?
No, I don't think you're crazy.
Because he's going
but you can get him in the 20th round, I guess, so it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Like as a last.
That's fine. He got both.
Wow.
So he's done now.
Good on you, man.
All right. We got a couple.
That's a solid QB room.
Cursor, chill. Got a couple left before we're up.
Does Justin and Dak give you confidence as a 2 quarterback room, or do you think you?
Yeah, I think I
need one more.
I think I could stay with that.
Yeah, because I know both of them are below that threshold we talked about before on like, can this be a 2 QB team? But at the same time, he's correlating well.
It's 2. It's also 2 at that like threshold rather than just one guy. Yeah, there's Tyler Warren.
Wow, 118.
That's pretty low.
I don't know what his current ADP is, but we've seen a theme with rookies just kind of falling.
All right, what are you going to do, buddy? Keon Coleman, we can go Javonte, we can go Travis Etienne. We have to go running back.
Etienne's our favorite in terms of the top of our tiers. And then what was your other thought?
Javonte.
So double running back here.
Yeah, we have 2 at the moment.
Oh.
And DeAndre Swift is our second.
Yeah, we
so both. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything's fine.
Oh, and
So he's
Loveland's
definitely
fallen pretty good, which is making me actually be willing to take him.
So is Luther Burden.
Mm.
Remember last week we saw him in the 150s?
Yeah.
But also he hasn't been practicing, and the coach came out and kind of not necessarily called him out, but kind of it didn't. He could have kind of deflected like, "Oh, it's nothing serious," but he was just like, "No, you need the reps right now.
Right.
Like we need the guys here that are going to get reps." So I don't know if there's something behind the scenes, but that is probably why he's fallen like 4 rounds, because he was going right around
120.
10.
Oh yeah, it was like
5,
115. That's
110,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, really early.
And now he's in the 140s.
Thanks.
He's another guy that I know Emery really liked him, or I mean, we did both like him as a prospect.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's still first
but
round
he
talent
did go
wise,
to a bad situation in terms of his immediate fantasy production. So, like, I'm not touching him in a redraft format. Maybe he's a waiver wire week 1 after having 9 targets
right?
kind of guy, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, and the weird thing is, like, how are they going to use him when? Because he's probably becomes your like gadget guy, and Trey Harris, that a baby, that a baby Steiger. That Airbnb's got plenty of internet. I don't want to hear it. No, but I think that's the thing too. It's like, are they going to use him as the gadget player? Because they're not going to use Rome, and he's probably like they're probably going to put Luther in the slot and make him do the weird things that it's not going to be as exciting as I was hoping for on a different team.
I hope Tajay doesn't go that high. Start to. I know that's the guy that was kind of reaching on a lot of guys, but I really like Tajay going in the 12th, 13th round.
He's all the way up there.
I don't want him to jump.
Where is he? Keep looking up.
Marvin Mims was a guy I brought up earlier, and you'll see on our fantasy rankings how we kind of rank or tier these guys. But Denver feels like a situation where you need 2 in the top 60 because we're doing 60 wide receivers. And I don't think Marvin Mims is the guy. And right now he has such a big discrepancy between him and the next couple guys. So it's very, very interesting to see him going this early. It's not like Sandy even reached on him based on his current ADP either.
Yeah, I think that's fair based on the current ADP, but I don't know who wide receiver 2 is going to be there.
I don't either.
It could be Vele,
it's just kind of like
Troy Franklin, Mims. Like, there's just a lot of mouths.
Pat Bryant.
Sure. Positive. There you go. Yeah, Pat Bryant is Michael Thomas reincarnate. That's what they say. Y'all wish I really wish y'all could have gotten Colston there, either one of y'all, just because he was almost to you. But let's see the stacks. I know Nick stacked all of his guys basically, but
he's a 2 double stack. I still would like
Mason stack.
Feel better about Nick's team if he went one more quarterback at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But if he does a tight end here, it honestly doesn't even matter who it is. He's probably good at tight end because he went George Kittle early, and then he can just focus on hammering the rest of his roster out.
Yeah, Steiger, they're going to be fighting for wide receiver 2, not wide receiver 1. Sutton is wide receiver 1 in that offense right now. I don't know though, because it is the end. It is his last year on his contract. I don't know if he'll be back because
there was scuttlebutt of potential trade during the draft.
Yeah.
And then there was just no trade.
And then there wasn't a single trade for anybody. Players, but question, they went Bashal. Do you want to go possibly the other running back for that team?
I really don't want to.
I know, me neither.
No.
Okay. What about the other guy?
The other one?
Yeah, we'll talk about him in a minute.
Yeah, we'll talk about him. We also everybody needs to pick tight end on this round, honestly.
Yeah.
Because this is the range of
there you go.
tight ends.
There's one. Too bad you didn't get Jordan Love. You could have had a double.
A triple double.
Yeah. Kincaid. Okay. So we are all going tight end.
We have to. I mean, this is a great range where there's just plenty.
They're all going.
Steiger, there's one in particular that you probably should go.
This guy's teammate.
Well, Let's see.
He's going to use the whole time. I don't know why I'm watching.
Probably sipping his drink, just like, where I'm going.
Well, I don't know, because we thought he was going to go there, and then he picked Justin Herbert.
But he got them both. He had a vibe, I guess. Or he's auto-drafted.
Yeah. Ooh. That actually is...
Listen, we're not going to let him come back to you. That's
wow. I love that, though.
But again, that's the guy that keeps on...
He should be. But I mean, Mason Taylor should be in that range to me.
You think so?
He's a starter on a team that he could be wide receiver too.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
no, I'm on board. He's in the same tier. He just
Yeah,
is
right.
toward the bottom.
But I think you could make a case that
I
he's
wouldn't have
above.
put him above the two that are still on the board, though.
No. I agree with that. Which we're gonna get one of them, which is great.
Yep.
Shoot,
Right.
2 of them. Just kidding. That was the guy I was hoping would fall to us.
Yeah, nice. So Jaden and insert tight end here. Damn, Pitts is all the way down at 151. No, he's tight end too.
I would like to get Kyle Pitts here.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's
take
cross our fingers that Steyer gets to
take the other one.
You had your chance. We were really trying to.
Yeah. What is this? What is this? He might have been talking about Jaden Blue. Should be even crazier.
Well.
No,
but yeah, I mean,
Pat Fryermuth, you're so lucky, Steiger. Look at this. Look at what's happening to you. Everybody's overdrafting.
That guy didn't pick
tight
the
end
quarterback until that turn. So Trevor and Tua is his stack, which on paper that sounds nice, but both of them have kind of had some
2 top 10
lows.
Picks talent wise, and Luther Burden dropped to 147 there. Not bad. All right. Do you think this guy's going to take a third tight end just to spite you?
That would be so funny. Honestly, if I was him, I probably would. Honestly, and he also has 2 week 9 buys, so he really needs a tight end right here.
He actually does.
Do it. Oh, he almost.
You're so lucky, and you did not deserve him. You do not deserve him. You disrespected both of the Dallas players. Let them fall a whole extra round and then got them. That's crazy. That's insanity. Okay, whatever.
Hey, but claps all around to everybody that's got a double so far. Everybody went double.
Yeah.
I know.
Our drafts are pretty good.
I know Dusty hasn't completed his double, but we know.
Oh yeah, it'll happen. I don't know who he's going to get with Minnesota. I know he has Jordan Mason, but that's not really. That's not really a pass catcher for Minnesota.
Well, you can go the
Jalen Naylor.
Yeah.
You're getting to that point where you're already getting the Greg.
Probably a stack list.
Greg Dortch.
It's
yeah.
You're praying for QB sneaks.
Don't you dare say let's fucking go after you did all that bullshit. Okay, I don't want to hear it.
He went Trey Benson.
So that a baby?
Triple route.
That a girl? Now there's a triple. Yeah. Another triple. New England. All okay.
Now we rolling. Kyle Williams is another one that I thought was way too early, but again, just like all these rookies are falling down.
But also, if you're doing it for the stack, it is what it is.
Yeah, this entire round of receivers and Hopkins, who shouldn't be there, are just rookies that started in the 110s or 120s and all have fallen about 30 spots.
Yeah, I'm happy we didn't go 3 Dallas players right there. Go Jake.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun at all.
I mean, it's just as bad as going 3 Raiders,
Is it though? That's the fact that's not even a troll. That's a legitimate question.
No, I think it's just as bad, and that's crazy.
No, because the Raiders, exactly who's getting the ball.
Fair.
It's going to be all fine.
It's Steiger said, "Let's relax," and Cam's defending the Raiders. This is crazy. What's happening right now? Yeah, no, I definitely think the Raiders are in a better situation if you're just talking about players.
Tight end that's currently on the board.
This guy?
He went 7 receivers, 0 tight ends so far.
I'm running out of real estate because DraftKings doesn't do a good job with their interface. It is what it is. Oof. Yeah, no, for real. Because
oofs with zeros?
Maybe. No, but yeah, I agree with you, Cam. I think that the Raiders, it's going to Jacoby. It's going to Brock. It's going to Ashton. After that, no one cares.
All right. Devontae Turpin's just going to piss Steiger off on this team. He's just going to get all the It's not even going to be pass catching touchdowns. It's going to be kick return touchdowns.
At Ricky, mark that, please. Ricky's not in the chat. No. I am the captain. Harrison Harrison Brown. Rico Dowdle. That's an interesting guy. I think he could get some run.
Rico?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's good at football. And
but
he's playing behind Chuba. It's behind Chuba. So it's like so our running backs.
My question is is there a legit chance that Trevor Etienne could usurp Rico eventually to get RB2 touches? this year.
Trevor Etienne?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. He's a good pass catcher.
Because we even saw last year when Miles Sanders and Ramon Blackshear, when Chuba went down, both of them had big games that week when both of them were minimum price, and we were trying to figure out which chalky running back to go, and they both end up scoring touchdowns. So
yeah, that whole offense is weird.
It is.
They've got a lot of receivers that are wide receiver 3. They kind of make me feel like New England a little bit, but at the same time, they drafted them in the first round because like Jalen Coker, I think Xavier Leggette's probably a wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3. Adam Thielen's a wide receiver 3 at this time in his career, and then you have Tet, who we haven't seen yet. It's kind of that's kind of how I feel. Like New England has that same thing going on. There's Xavier Legette.
At least they're just kind of defined roles, whereas New England is just like the targets change every week, and Kayshon Boutte is always going to have 90% of the snaps. He just may not touch the ball, or
Kendrick Bourne doing something crazy.
But the Panthers, at least theirs is just kind of trendy of like, hey, if you're having a good game, like you're on the field more.
Right.
At least that's how they did it last year. But now that Tet's a thing, maybe that just kind of filters out.
Also, it's a new coaching staff in New England. All right, let's go see. We need receiver.
Okay.
So Triple, what's up?
We did our. Oh yeah, we did tight end.
Yeah, we did. We're good. So I like Quentin Johnston.
Okay. That's the only receiver I like here.
Yep.
And then we might have to. Oh, Roshan.
Is it that time?
It's about that time. He's not going to make it back to us.
Okay.
179.
Yeah, that's fine.
Starting to rise.
We'll do both.
Bit.
Do both of them.
They listen to our ADP loves video, and you guys should too. And comment and tell us who you're loving and clicking on at this very moment in the middle of June.
Yeah, there's also a hates video, guys, and you can tell us who you dislike because we love putting down players. You know, it's always our favorite thing to do. Cam loves the hates video more than he likes the loves video.
How the entire chat. There's nothing but Steiger.
Oh, good God. Dustin, please break it up. Somebody break it up. Somebody. Hate him. Please. Taylor, say something. I haven't seen Nick. He's still drafting. He's still eating. And where's Bailey? Bailey said something earlier. Bailey, you going to be in the second draft with us? You better.
We're starting in about 15 minutes.
You're done cooking, so don't act like you and Nick are eating. Oh my God, no one's gonna comment. This is normal. He never shuts up. Yoshi Voss going 175. So
yeah, we're definitely not picking him there.
No way. Steiger goes Kareem Hunt, Braylon Allen.
Kareem Hunt. Let me hear your Kareem Hunt argument this year.
Isaiah Pacheco ends up not being good and actually being a 7th rounder.
Oh, Kareem Hunt was awful though last year. He just was the only guy.
I'm finishing my second batch for tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to make the DraftKings account. If I even have a DraftKings account. So, Jeremy, I'll be on the next one. It will be my last. Oh, dang, already? That's what I'm talking about. We'll do a $20. We'll do a $20 coming up, I'm sure. We haven't done one yet because the $3 is more financially capable for everybody. So we try to do that one. But
once we start getting some high rollers
and
peer pressure our friends of the show.
That's not good.
Come on, Jeremy.
Like Roy.
Start that picket sign.
Yeah, where's the Gale? The Gale will do $20.
He did a comment.
Where's he at?
On one of our videos today.
Yeah. He always comments when in our Jeremy, if you haven't yet, we have our Discord account and we start posting lines in there. So please come hang out in the Discord. It is in the link in our bio. So you can come in there and we'll join. But when football season really ramps up, we start posting all kinds of stuff in there. Lines for Prize Picks, DraftKings lines. We start talking about college football, all kinds of stuff. So it's a really fun place to be and hang out.
Fun times. It's a fun day to be a fantasy football nerd.
Brenton Strange, Kate Otten, Dalton Schultz. Add to it, Titans.
All right.
Is it September yet?
Man, Nick went with triple Green Bay.
Yeah.
Is that what he did?
But without the quarterback.
So that was what I was kind of waiting on. I was wondering who was going to take a jump at either Chubb or JK. So Nick goes all the way at 16-1. He's very interesting. I don't think I saw JK.
Yeah, Jeremy. Actually, we talked to you last time about Nick Chubb versus JK, and you picked JK while they were both still free agents. Now they're not. So whose situation do you like more? And Nick Chubb got taken before JK in this particular draft. So,
which honestly, I'm surprised that neither of them were taken the first 15 rounds. Oh no, Jake is at 14th round.
oh,
We missed him.
well, crazy. Honestly, that's pretty high.
Oh, that was Nick that did that.
Hell yeah, Nick. Go on, Nick.
All right. You sneaky little snake.
Yeah. Nick, I think this is Nick here. No, this is Dustin here. Dustin here. That's fine. That's fine, Dustin. I like that.
Did he go Quinchon?
He's probably gonna take Ford's snaps and be the receiving back.
Yeah. Yeah, we also took a bunch of shares of JK and Nick Chubb while they were late. It's kind of like, hey, hope you got them in because now they're all going to rise up to 14, 15, which is probably still manageable if you do truly believe in either one.
Steiger taking Keenan Allen, another free agent that if he gets picked up is, gonna probably move up boards. Mm-hmm. So add to it. What do we need? while we're all the way over at pick one, we've been talking a lot. I feel like between picks, we need some wide receivers. Is what we need. Does he have any buzz?
That's what I'm wondering.
We need a wide receiver.
Well, he shut down Pittsburgh rumors, which is probably fine by me.
It's funny. Shut them down.
I saw something. I don't know if that was just like somebody just speculating or if there was legitimate something there, but Arizona.
Okay.
That would be honestly a fun one.
Yeah.
Not for Dusty.
Oh.
He's got a lot of Dortch.
Damn, I don't know what to do here. We got to go one wide receiver.
One wide receiver.
Yeah.
And then a running back.
Well, we have 6. Yeah, basically, because we're done at the other 2.
Okay. So let's go with.
Oh, jeez. You want to go with the rookie upside, or you want to go with Tillman because he's dropping?
Don't know.
Do you want to go Calvin? We have no time.
All the same.
So we're gonna go Tillman.
Okay. Calvin.
All right. Can't with you. And then running back. Damn, Devin Neal's fallen. DJ Giddens is fallen. Jarquez Hunter is the same spot.
I don't understand why he's above both of them.
So Lloyd?
Yeah. I'm a Lloyd guy.
You're hoping and praying that this man can get it figured out. He's 26 years old.
Lloyd?
The 25, 26. Yeah. He was old when he came out.
I forgot. Yeah, he was 24.
Yeah. I remember because I was like, I don't even know if I can rank this guy. But
he's 24. He just turned 24.
Oh, okay. I thought he was older for some reason. He was definitely one of the oldest in the class.
You know who is old? RJ Harvey.
He is very old.
Very old.
But he's probably in his prime as a running back, I guess.
So is Marshawn Lloyd.
Age prime. Yeah, fair. Dylan Sampson is 20, I believe. So that's really young.
He's 21.
Yeah, there's some wow guys. What is happening? You already have
5 quarterbacks.
All right, buddy. You're just throwing
happening here. And P. Swinson, that was the guy that was reaching, I think. On
this one, yeah. So Steiger's got 2.
Will Shipley, the 17th.
2 guys off. Okay. Yeah, he's actually ADP higher than.
Is he really?
Oh yeah, he's like 10 spots higher.
That's pretty stupid. I'd rather go with Quadzilla. Quadzilla comeback player of the year. Calling it. Give me my 500.
AJ Dillon.
5,001 odds. Yeah.
How about Nick Chubb?
Madden Jinx.
How about Nick Chubb?
Madden Jinx, and then
vibes. Oh, because he's the backup. Okay.
Yeah. Now we're thinking.
Give me Nick Chubb as the comeback player.
I'd be down.
Or JK. Honestly, both.
Why would JK be a comeback player?
Because he got injured.
Last year?
Yeah, the end of the year last year, didn't he?
Oh.
I swear to God.
He played in the playoffs. He wasn't very good.
Well, then maybe that's what I was thinking.
He missed some time with like an MCL sprain.
Oh, yeah. He missed 5 weeks. And I was like, okay, he finished the year. I just forgot. Because he didn't come back.
He wasn't good.
Yeah, he wasn't good. Yeah. He's not on Marion Hampton. Just wait. Look at this freaking craziness. Oh my gosh. Steiger going Calvin Austin like that. There's another Arizona player for Dustin.
Quad?
He's gonna does he already have quad? 1, 2.
We know we can just pencil in
3. No, he has 4 already. That's what I was saying.
Marvin, James.
Then he's got Benson.
Okay. I thought Benson went to
Jeez Louise. Doing some crazy things, man. Yeah, Jeremy, I agree. Early drafts are great value, especially if you have stands that you want to take later rounds and stuff like that.
1,000%.
But you
I
also
think even underdogs got better value than
DraftKings.
DraftKings
Yeah,
right
it's a
now.
little faster. DraftKings is a little
Yeah,
faster.
all the quarterbacks are kind of pushed down. You only have to draft 18 rounds.
It's true.
It's fun. They also have super flex drafts on occasion,
Mhm.
which are fun. Tank Dell is not going to play this year.
Gotta
Neither is
stay
Darqueze Hunter.
unpredictable. Yeah, I guess so, man. If you go 5 Arizona players on a 20-person team, it's crazy. You're gonna get no production. You're gonna get one person to have production every week. And guess who it's gonna be? Trey McBride, because he's on our team. Dustin, what are you gonna do, man? Alec, okay. I like Alec.
Hey, apparently Daniel Jones is having a hell of a camp right now.
Of
He
course
jumped
he
all the way to
is.
the 17th round, probably by desperation. But like I said, I'd
DJ
be fine with either
Giddens.
one. I would consider, if we knew who the starter was in the Indy, either one would be a top 25 fantasy quarterback, and both of them are going past that in ADP.
You put one of them on the rankings, I
Well,
believe.
I moved.
Yeah.
It's Anthony Richardson, but
yeah,
I moved
20
him down because he's been not only missing time, but I really, in my true heart, think that Daniel Jones either takes over or starts with the job and then never gives it up unless there's an injury.
Yeah.
So-
Bailey, stop saying ridiculous things, please. Please. 2 touchdowns, right? That's what he had last year? Is all it was?
Hey, he had a fumble recovery.
Yeah, well, that's
He had a
true. That's
rushing
true. That's
touchdown,
true. That's
sir.
true. So
Yeah, zip it.
I don't think it's 4 though. Hold on. Let me total.
He had 4 total. That it's not counting
The rushing and
the
the
fall. Yeah.
No.
That's
it did count the rushing. It didn't count the other.
well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like the fall in didn't, whenever that was.
So we probably should go wide receiver.
Okay.
And probably go running back.
So Brashard Smith.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And
Jalen Coker. Roman Wilson.
I'm down for Roman. I'm still down for Roman.
Okay.
Unless you got a better idea in this range.
Jalen Coker, but no, I don't have a better idea, honestly.
I keep forgetting Tyler Lockett's on the Titans now. I don't know if that even matters.
Doesn't. Alec will play over him, the whole group. Okay, Brashard, obviously. Okay. And then I'm going to go Roman.
Bet. And that's our 19th pick, correct?
We were first, right? So yeah, it should be.
All right. So
Best player.
let's wrap up this last turn, and then we'll
we have to be last, of course.
Right into it.
Yeah. That bum was on my team. Oh, McBride? Yeah, remember what happened?
Oh, yeah, that bum.
Your whole team were bums. Remember when you picked Puka? That was fun. That was a fun time.
Didn't start him when he returned?
Oh, that was even better.
Yeah.
Oh, the best thing ever. He was sitting next to me, and I was like, I'm about to bid on Puka. And Bailey like, okay. And he hit the button. And I was like, I got you. Yes, guys, if you didn't know, the best way to draft is actually an auction draft. We've been doing it for a long time. It allows you to pick whoever you want.
You're not rely on what slot you were randomly selected. You can just straight up, if I want a guy, go get him.
Yep.
It alters strategies because some people want multiple first rounders and then have no money.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times you would think that wouldn't work out, but whoever had the most points for last year had that strat. Mm-hmm. He didn't even draft last year.
Who was it?
Ricky.
Oh, Ricky. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. He got
he was 5 minutes late to the draft, and it was like, I have no money, and he left.
Yep. Steiger also, I think Steiger had a lot of points last year too.
He did.
Yeah. I don't remember what his strat was though off the top of my head. Mine's normally a very chill middle round type of thing where it's like a lot of seconds and a lot of thirds. I remember
saying I'm gonna be aggressive in this draft, and then just straight up was not aggressive at all.
Not aggressive, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fun times.
Jatavian Sanders. Okay, Steiger. I think you've heard that name a couple times on this podcast. Theo Johnson. Okay. That's not us. Just kidding. Dustin, what are you going to do? Okay. Fair. Pick the other one.
19th round.
Wow. Yeah, because Daniel Jones is in the 17th somehow.
I mean, still, that's pretty wild. I'll take a 19th round.
Audric. All right. Audric. I could see that working out. In the worst possible way, because I just feel like JK falls apart. But you did get basically the handcuff to JK with that pick. So
Jaleel McLaughlin is
No, stop. Wait, who does he play special teams? Does Jaleel? Because like, is he going to get a roster spot because he's on special teams?
Probably.
Okay, yeah, that's probably
He's
him.
got moxie.
Collect kickers. Yeah, Dustin, you are the collect kickers guy. You actually only picked one kicker last year, I believe.
Is okay.
He's gonna go
All the rookies are
Dortch.
pretty much gone in terms of the rookie running backs.
Ollie Gordon.
Oh, Ollie's still there.
Yeah.
Ollie.
Do like him. Jordan James should still be on the board.
Yeah. Good one.
Who else? There's one more that is young. I can't think of.
I like it.
That's not. Yeah, Troy Franklin, but he went Isaac Tesla and Tank Dell. So I don't know.
Well, he went to the right team to not take advantage of his excellence.
Fair. Jimmy Horn Jr. What a crazy pick. All right, Nick. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna end it? Amari Cooper. Fine. Sure.
Interesting.
Dustin, don't mess. Don't you keep. You better do it. My boy, the Gale is here.
What's
My
up, man?
boy, how
Ready
you
to
doing?
draft with us, Gale?
Yeah, we're about to start another one up here in a second, Gale. So if you want to get in on it, we'll be doing it as soon as this one's over. We were the first pick, so we are the last pick.
Jacob Cowan.
Okay, fair enough. Greg Dortch, he did go 5. He went 5.
I mean, I'm surprised it took that long.
That's crazy.
You didn't have him queued up from the start of the draft. What are we doing?
I thought he was going the first round.
Hey, Dusty, you won't do another draft and then pick him in the first round.
Please don't do it.
You won't.
It's not worth it. I promise.
I know, because we're gonna have to perfect draft and then get reported.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be fun.
All right, Stagger, what are you gonna do? Last pick of the draft. He's probably got someone queued.
Or does he?
Let's see. Okay.
There's positive reports about him.
Sure.
Xavier Restrepo reunited with his college teammate Cam Ward. Bub Means, though.
The real one.
The real one.
We were at Twin Peaks with Steiger.
Right
with Steiger.
Damn.
Making some money. Making some money on the Saints versus Cody Barton, my guy. Cody freaking Barton. Incredible. Incredible. Awesome. Yeah, that was a hell of a night.
The only thing that hurt us was there was Devon Bailey needed a catch.
That's right.
And there was 2 that were called back in the fourth quarter of a uncompetitive game.
And we would have won a lot more money on Prize Picks.
Yes, that would have been our 6 for 6, and we Otherwise, it was a very fun night.
AJ Dillon goes
the whole thing. All right.
Where
are you?
There you are. Way down here. He's behind Kamanungai.
Just click them and let's get into the next one.
All right, guys. We're going to go.
We'll wait a minute 15. So 8:08 on the dot is when we're jumping to our second one. Gale, Jeremy, Bailey, you are required to be.
Yeah, Jeremy, you right now.
Is there? Oh, no, that was a Madden contest.
Yeah, it was.
It's time. It's okay. If you can't do it, we're going to be doing it every Thursday. The rest of the summer, other than Thursday, that I will be hiking for no reason.
That's like running for no reason.
Yeah, it's not fun.
NFL
on a treadmill.
Yeah, I know. NFL best ball, 1.5 million. Play action, 20 entries.
About 30 seconds if you were going to join this one, and then we're going to click in, click out, and
in the lobby. You hanging out with us here?
Let's go.
Waiting it up. 807.
Honestly,
808.
Good job, everybody that was in that first draft. I liked all of our teams.
Oh yeah, we
you're gonna have to
definitely
let us
did
know
well
because we have so many drafts that we're gonna be doing and paying attention. If you have a limited amount, how we end up doing. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're going in. 8 on the dot.
Ooh.
Oh, there's already 10.
Y'all went before us.
Okay.
It's gonna feel quick.
Oh wow, it's there.
Be on the back end. Ooh, I like where this is going.
Is anybody in here with us? There's Steiger. Oh shit!
See, Jeremy.
This guy is here with us. That was here last time. Jeremy, where are you? Oh no! Oh damn! I'm cleaning, dude. You got to get it together,
sir.
Cooking, cleaning. Look, football, drafting is more important. Just saying. Jeremy, did you not make it with us on this one?
Well, you're gonna have to let us know how your draft's going.
Yeah,
if you have any questions.
Tell us what pick you are right now.
We're 11. We've been fiending for the back end of the draft, but unfortunately, the one guy that is with us
Damn, yeah,
missed
Steiger right next to
lobby.
us.
Yeah, we gotta snipe him.
Jeremy's. Did you play? Blah, blah, blah. Are you in a draft currently? He probably got the one before us then, because he said he was in the lobby, or I guess maybe after.
We
Feels
got
like
11 in the watch party right now. Appreciate you guys tuning in.
Oh, Taylor's making brownies. Okay.
Oh, swear.
Yep.
Can you please like
Hell yeah.
bring us one?
Emery should be cleaning. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's not get into this right now, ma'am. You thought you did 19. You already did 20. I see. Damn, that sucks. All right. Well,
It's all good.
being at the back end, going from why can't we get in the middle? We have not. We had like 1-4, and that was it. We need to get like right here 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would make me happy. Hopefully, someone falls to us. Steiger, don't take everybody.
We know the script of what we're doing, but it depends on if Steiger wants the same thing.
Oh, I see. Beeswax.
But either way, we should hopefully be on different strats this time.
Yeah.
Because nothing worse is if you're. I don't care about being side by side with friends in lobbies, but I just hate when we're on the same strat because we're just taking each other's players the rest of the draft.
Yeah.
Gibbs going 2. Do people really love Jameer that much? Third and second tonight.
I guess.
Man,
I guess.
he is our one. Like, if we had to pick one of the top 5 to just avoid entirely or be severely underweight to, that was our nominee.
I have 0 Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah.
So
and I'll stay having 0 if he's going to be this high in drafts above Saquon and Bijan and.
Yeah, that's crazy. This guy just auto drafted Saquon Barkley. Like,
good for you, bro.
It's cool, man. Justin Jefferson, the Dodge Charger 8. What are you gonna do?
Probably Bijan or CD, and then DJV is just gonna. Was he the guy that did the crazy stuff? I don't think he was.
He was next to him.
Okay.
So he was like Steiger, the crazy guy, that guy.
Well, there's a lot of crazy that went on, especially at the end of that last draft. We had the guy who was the 12th pick. He went 0 tight ends until the 16th round. We saw somebody go 5 straight quarterbacks. But those lobbies are fun because we get great teams out of those.
Oh, yeah. CD Justin, pretty normal other than the Gibbs pick. And everything's pretty normal.
But he's still going consensus top 5, 6.
Yeah.
It's just
Puka
I haven't seen him go that early.
Where he's supposed to be. I guess CMC. Ashton. All right. Steiger probably takes CMC if he's still there. Let's see. Yep. It should be CMC here. Unless he's a Derrick Henry fan.
8 likes, 8 viewers. We are batting 1,000 right now. All right. So I think I don't know what I want to do. I think yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We're on that page.
Yeah. I literally told you earlier Nico needs to be in the first tier.
Well, either way, I wanted Nico as a part of our team, and I was uncertain if we were going to get him. That's why I was kind of maybe. That doesn't mean I have him ranked above Malik, but
and we're gonna get Brian Thomas.
Yeah, or Brock. Either way, we were going to be fine.
Brian, yes.
What bias Houston? Remind me.
I don't know off the top of my head. Let's see right here. I can look. 6.
Okay, then let's go, Brian.
Okay, can't be mad there.
I just would like a
Steiger really wanted that. I know he did. He wanted Brian Thomas there.
Well, yeah, since he went CMC first. But yeah, I mean, Lad's a good consolation prize, I think.
Lad, Brock.
He was Mr. Consistency.
Drake London. Pick one. Is he gonna have to go Justin Herbert again? Oh man. Double up on Justin Herbert.
I would really not want to have CJ or Trevor be our QB1. So
okay. If
we're gonna have a I think I know what I want to do.
Okay.
Let's go.
Double
Bucky
running
going
back.
17th. Barf.
I actually really like.
But it's a Bucks fan.
I really like the
understand.
Nakua London thing.
Yeah.
Rasheed Rice at 20.
I feel like that's kind of a somewhat unique build.
Dodge Charger doing some things.
Rasheed Rice in the second round.
It's not as bad as RJ Harvey.
No, you're correct. But
I'm just gonna put it out there. That was who was 20 last round or last draft.
all right.
Jonathan
So-
Taylor.
Pretty mixed bag of strategies right now. We got double running back. We got a receiver tight end. We got a running back receiver. A lot of times. Probably a running back coming up soon as well.
Yeah. A lot of sophomore receivers and pass catchers, you know. When you're talking
really
about
intrigued to see what falls to us because there was some really nice pieces that fell at the end of the third or the 3-4 turn last draft.
Yeah. Well, let's check it out.
Well,
yeah.
there we go.
Honestly, that's our team so far. That's not okay. They're gonna go Joe still though.
Unless I'm hoping is that PSG 1542?
Yeah.
I hope he just completely
snags it.
Yep. Oh, and then Snipes is probably going to reach on Jalen right here.
Probably. Yeah.
Right? You wouldn't think he'd fall all the way to 410.
No.
But at the same time, who would take him if they don't have Saquon or
someone could take Devontae, I guess.
He's been going late fourth though. I think he was like 47th last draft.
This guy's really thinking about if he can get Jalen in the next round. He's like, can I do it? Right can I do it? It's like Terry McLaurin's here though. Did he auto draft? Garrett Wilson. That's not an auto. I don't think. It should have been 2 more spots.
That's a solid start.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Would have loved it if Marv could follow us.
I feel like Justin over the next few years, unless like JJ completely just says I'm him this year, I think he's gonna be always in the middle of the first round that you don't know what to do with in terms of your shares for the foreseeable future. Just because you don't know if he's just we've seen his peak or is that just kind of the best and
yeah, that's early.
But at the same time, if we would have went him, that opens Brock Purdy as QB. I really want somebody better as a QB1.
Okay. Well, there is a guy. There's no way. What am I saying? Don't say anything.
The guy that I'm thinking of that I want to do a first stack with isn't who we would pick at 311, if that makes sense.
Well, I think Steiger has an opportunity. Never mind. I was like, if Terry gets there, I think he takes Terry and tries to get Jaden on the back end. But I don't know what people are doing with Jaden because everybody's picking him way too early and not stacking him at all.
Yeah, he's going like late third while Terry's going early third.
Yeah.
So there's like no correlation with Terry. So if you're able to at some point this summer get a Terry and Jaden, that's probably a
very different. Yeah. Especially early in the summer, like right now. Mike Evans.
Well, we probably gotta go to a running back.
I guess. There's still a guy on the board that shouldn't be there.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Okay.
He's there.
Okay. And then, well, we're gonna go with them. Mm-hmm. And then there's some guys, but like I just don't know what to do with Jaden being there.
The thing is,
we
could do just a naked Jaden, or we can just like
Zach Ertz.
Yeah, or it could be like, hey, between Patrick Mahomes and Caleb Williams, who would you rather just kind of build towards?
Okay, I'm down for that. Well, we can make that work.
So which one would you rather go? Or are we going naked Jaden?
No, I want to go naked Jaden.
Well then, yeah. Never mind.
If it'll let me.
That's fine. We haven't really gotten a ton of Jaden, and I'm completely fine with him.
Trying to think who else.
He doesn't have a major slump.
Trying to think who else is going to get legitimate pass catching upside for Washington.
It's Zach Ertz. I'm not picking Debo. I know that.
Yeah, he's going to go too early.
You could make a case for pass catching running back.
Noah Brown. That's it. It's literally Noah Brown. I mean, Jalen Lane's a rookie, so if you want to like 20th round him, but like Luke McCaffrey, KJ Osborne, Michael Gallup's there. Like, none of that sounds fun to me.
Yeah, I forgot he came out of retirement.
To go against.
It happens more often than not.
Yeah.
Half of their coaching staff are former Cowboys.
Yep.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to do a naked Jaden and be fine with it.
Go Xavier
or DJ.
Yeah. I mean, I guess would have leaned with the Chicago side of it.
Well, if it's just in a vacuum, we have DJ Moore ranked a few spots higher, but I feel more comfortable with Mahomes as a than Caleb, I think.
Yeah, but you have a lot more options with Chicago, even in the mid.
All of Chicago is pretty much going at a value other than DJ, which is pretty much where we have him. Whereas KC, it's just kind of it's only Mahomes is the value,
right? And I guess Travis
Kelce.
Yeah.
But I don't feel as great about him. That's why we put him below TJ.
You're welcome, Steiger. We knew you wanted Lamar. Yes. We couldn't have stopped you, but whatever. No.
I think we have 0 shares of Lamar and Brees. That doesn't mean we hate either one.
No.
We just haven't gone that either direction.
Also, Lamar's kind of hard to stack with. Like, you still don't know who's actually going to catch the ball. Like, everybody's like, oh, Zay Flowers. But, like, Zay Flowers was the answer last year.
I also think that was a really good range to like, you passed on a lot of good receivers there, missing Devontae, Tyreek, DJ, and Xavier. And
we probably wouldn't have gone Lamar, honestly.
No, I definitely wasn't thinking about him.
And maybe the naked wouldn't have been so naked with Lamar, though. So we could have gone Lamar, I guess, instead of Jaden if you would have left him. But, it is
now
what it is.
We'll never know.
Tet, Jameson's going in the 4th round again, which is just too early.
Tet was a big difference because he was started the 6th round last draft.
And he's 40. His rank is 43rd on here. Omarion falls compared to his ADP. They did get Jalen Hurts. He did get Jalen Hurts fall to him. So that was pretty good, actually. Yeah. Good decision to go Garrett Wilson and Jalen Hurts instead of
But the guy who went T and Jamar got sniped by Dodge Charger.
Great.
It's awesome. He went the 1-1-1-1 route.
Tough
on his start, all unstacked.
Yeah, I don't know who he's going to stack with Joe.
Mike Gesicki.
Fair, sure.
Obviously.
Yoshi Voss. Chuba. Okay. Chuba going to 52 is a little high. I know where we're going to go.
Let me see.
I have a feeling.
From last year. I want to know where Lamar finished among points per game last year. Because I don't think it's as...
I bet Jaden was higher.
Well, if we filtered out like the back half. But Lamar actually was QB1.
Okay.
Last year.
Josh was what?
Let me look at second half of the season. Josh was QB2.
QB2, yeah.
But Lamar had 50 points on him, though. Well, let's filter 9 to 17 because that's the money weeks.
Yeah, Cortland Sutton unstacked.
Yeah, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow averaged over 27 a game last year. In the second half of the season, Jaden and Lamar were basically identical.
Okay.
And Tyler Huntley, shout out him having that 124-point game. Whenever that was, I forgot about that.
That's on Miami. Free agent.
So, no, I don't think that was Miami.
I thought so. When Tua got hurt.
I'm filtering week 9 to 17.
Okay.
So,
feels like it should be around there. When he went in,
it was early. Tua was like week 4 to 8.
Oh. Steiger, what are we gonna do here? Yeah. Kenneth, damn it. That's who I wanted.
And it's like
all right, it's our turn. And Kenneth went.
Well, we have to go receiver. And I hate all these guys.
What do you want to do?
Star Jalen Waddle. We
Great.
might have to go double receiver here, or our receiving room is going to be pretty weak if we don't go one receiver at least.
I would
We
be
could wait and go
down to go like
around
Laporta
10. Sorry.
because we have no tight end.
I know. I don't love the roster construction of this team so far.
That's fair.
Kind of a little bit all over the place.
Well,
And it's not like there's like a strength.
he went
so
Debo.
So. Yeah, you're not making me upset.
Chris.
I'm fine with Henderson. I'm fine with if we want to knock out tight end, we can. Because we're not going to get Kelsey or Hawkinson here. Or on the back end.
Yeah. We're on tight end.
That's fine.
It is what it is. It wasn't very pretty.
Yeah.
I really wanted Kenneth Walker, and he got picked.
Yeah, this
early.
is one of our more unique teams because it's like I said, it's kind of all over the place. Our QB1's going to be naked. Our QB2, I wouldn't like any of these guys, but I guess since we have Jaden, it's okay with whoever we go.
Yeah, we can go Trevor.
Probably.
CJ. Okay. Trevor, CJ, Tua, and Goff.
I mean, they're all solid options. I just don't.
You're right. Write those down.
If I got to rely on them. All right.
And Goff. All right. Steiger going Chris Godwin and Kamara again. Hey, Steiger, your team shouldn't look the exact same as the team before. You shouldn't pick the same team twice. That's kind of the point of this. Because you got Ladd in the last one. I know you got Lamar in the last one. I know you got Alvin and Chris Godwin. You only changed it up with your running back so far, my guy. So who else did he have in that one? We have 14 in here.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Oh, I dropped my pen.
No.
There goes Patty. Did they stack him? Yeah, Xavier Worthy. Jerry Jeudy and Zay Flowers on that team.
Oh, well, Jason went with 4 receivers. Usually 4 and 6. 4 out of the 6 picks being receiver is a pretty common PPR strategy.
Yeah, but Herbert, and you're right. You got Herbert and Dak, and they were much later. Yes, Dustin, it is okay to keep at least one player the same in every draft, especially if he's the 20th rounder. No problem with that. Demont going. Juwan Jennings, man, at 69. I don't know.
Whoop, whoop.
At the
I don't know at all what to do with San Fran's receiving room other than George Kittle.
Right.
I'm not picking Shakir in the 6th round, though. In front of Myers, Olave, Diggs,
Adunze.
I know you said that you're not an Olave guy, but he's going as a wide receiver 4 right now.
That's fine, yeah.
Insane to me.
That's where you wish Jameson was, I guess.
Like, if he's my wide receiver 3, I'm okay with that.
Look at that.
But that guy's got a legit receiving room.
Yeah, he should be done. He's gotten T, Chase, Devontae, Chris, and Odunze. Yeah, okay. That's pretty good.
What he's going to do for quarterback because most of those quarterbacks are gone, except for I don't know why you would get Tyler Show. Caleb
probably
may not fall. I think more commonly people are picking Caleb with Rome than they are DJ Moore, just kind of based on where they're going.
There's a running back still on the board that I can't believe is still on the board.
I know.
At this point, we're never going to get him, but can't believe he's still on the board.
Well, Steiger definitely should not take him, even if he was there.
Yeah, he's got 3
receivers
and tight end because he can still go TJ, Kelsey, I guess, if he wants to go Kelsey.
I bet you the Kelsey will be
he auto drafted him.
I bet you he'll be the Bucs fan pick because he went with Worthy and Mahomes.
Yeah, that's true.
Swift going a little early in the 70s. I like it. Again, don't like the player, like the situation.
Yeah.
It's a situation
DeAndre Swift
6th round pick.
We had this conversation like last year, 2 years ago. I don't know. I was just like, I don't know if he's good at football. I don't really know because he kind of got kicked out of Detroit.
By the same
coaching staff. Yeah. And then he got kicked out of Philly. It's like, I don't know that I think he's good at football. And then he goes to Chicago and has a few good weeks, but kind of reminds me of James Cook when we were talking about the whole thing. So, yeah, not really my favorite thing.
It's all about situation. with RB2s and RB3s back to back.
Damn. Well, someone was listening. Sorry, Steiger.
Those crackers.
Baker, another.
All right, that's interesting. But I mean, he went with who did he go with? Oh, he went with Bucky Irving, right? Early.
I think so.
He was the early guy.
Yeah.
I don't remember if he went with Mike Evans.
That was your Pacheco pick. Did you go Pacheco in the first one?
Early. Wow.
Stephon?
Yeah.
That's
Stephon. Figure it out.
Yeah, I think so. That could be our quarterback.
No, I'm sorry. We have Jaden.
We could go. That could be our quarterback too.
We can wait for. Can we wait all the way until the 11th round, or do we have to go Trevor in the 10th?
Trevor in the 10th?
He's going like 120s.
It's not Trevor.
What do you mean?
It's Drake. That's what you're talking about.
You'd rather have. You want Drake right now?
That's a question. Let's pick first. We need
running back.
Okay, so Tony. Mm-hmm. Okay, I like that.
No, I wasn't even thinking about May here.
No. I know. Who was Trevor for? Brian Thomas?
Mm-hmm.
Either one. Brian Thomas but I think it's easier to get later guys on the New England Patriots. Like if we want to double stack, I think it's easier on New England. I mean,
that's fine and fair, but I'm just saying because of the fact that
no, sir. You ain't. That's right. You ain't Kareem Hunt. You're probably gonna go Kareem Hunt again. It looks like then.
I don't even know if he'll be on the team this year.
Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't play any special teams.
They don't. He doesn't play any special teams. So. They signed Elijah Mitchell. They still have
Richard
Pacheco, and then they drafted Richard Smith, which is my favorite running back of the room.
Yeah, I don't know that Elijah Mitchell's good either. He just happened to go to San Francisco, and everybody that goes to San Francisco gets to touch the ball.
Well, we know that Kareem Hunt is not good anymore. That's my point.
Fair.
He averaged 3 yards of carry behind one of the top 10 offensive lines.
Definitely interior too, like where you're gonna get the bulk. Josh Downs going to
Carson Steele. I don't know if he'll be a cut candidate, but that's what I'm saying. He plays special teams, so if they were deciding between Hunt and Steele as the last guy, it's going to be Carson Steele.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not a Kareem Hunt. Especially you're not getting value with Kareem Hunt because you have to take him in the 16th, 17th round.
It looks gross and feels gross. Yes. If it makes you feel better, Steiger. At 87, yeah. Downs there. You could have gone Josh Downs instead. I'm also on the fact. Look, guys, A.D. Mitchell's good at football, and it'd be worth taking some shots on late in drafts because at the end of the day, the biggest problem for him is quarterback play. It's not his talent. He will probably end up starting over Alec Pierce at the end of the day. They were both second rounders though, Alec Pierce and him.
Steiger, you have too many running backs.
Yeah, you have. You should have gone Pollard over Pacheco then.
You need to take like 9 receivers because your wide receiver 2 and wide receiver 3 are coming off of significant injuries. So I think you need a lot of depth at that position, and you still haven't taken your tight end yet.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree with him. And Pacheco, you could have gone Pollard over Pacheco instead. I think that would have probably been better based on your running back room with Kamara, Brees, yeah, and then McCaffrey.
Because you went pass catching upside and CMC, I think that was good enough to go with like 5 or 6 running backs.
My guy says he has a plan. All right.
Okay.
We shall see. You have no tight end though.
You have no tight end. This is about to be a dead zone of receivers too.
Yeah. It's a tough one. We need running back, so you won't take any. We'll take some. Don't worry.
So yeah, the Caleb went with the Rome, like I suspected.
Yeah, he got all the way down to 97, which is kind of surprising because the DJ
the board.
Right.
That's another current like unique build if you are able to get a Rome plus a DJ plus a Caleb because they're all kind of going opposite.
I mean, tell me who you got considering you have no running backs. List them off for us. Let's see it. Did you?
We like all the rookies there.
Yeah. Did you get some tight ends?
If Kenneth Walker's there somehow, smash that button.
Yeah.
He almost fell to the 6 in the last draft. I think he was reached a little bit on this one.
Yeah, like Quinshon there, like Travion, Caleb Johnson. RJ needs to fall a little bit, but in this draft, he actually got to 64. Still don't want to take him there, but he's starting to come down now that JK is there on the team. he will probably get a new spot. 27 people in here. Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. Please like, comment, and subscribe on the video if you haven't yet. Yeah,
We're doing
come
this
hang
every
out.
week on Thursday nights mostly. Going to be doing a couple of drafts a night and just kind of have some fun, hang out with some guys, build this community up. Hopefully, we'll be talking football the entire season. Made some new friends already with Jeremy and a couple of others. I don't think I've seen anybody other than Jeremy this week that we've been.
Yeah, that game that came in. Oh man, Walker went. Tough, so tough. That's actually low. I feel like
so low. Javonte going in this draft.
101.
That's annoying because we like him as a prospect, but he was literally the worst running back last year per PFF.
Yeah, he was not the same after the injury.
But now it's like, well, he's an upgrade over Rico, and Rico went for 1,000. So
tell me, Jeremy, who'd you go?
Let's go.
Considering you had to leave the cliffhanger on here, it's ridiculous. Yeah, no, Javonte. I just wish he wouldn't have got injured. He was a different player before that.
Starter's gonna look at on tight end on this turn. And if he doesn't take him, we might take him with one of our picks.
Yeah, he's going to take him. There's no way. What do we need?
If you don't pick Tyler Warren, we probably will. So yeah, just put that information.
That's who I'm going.
But you also need a receiver, at least one receiver here. So just talking out loud.
We have receivers.
We probably need a running back.
Okay, Cam.
Either Cam. We also got.
I have to go Tyler Warren first, and then we can wait
for sure. And then
Najee. Sure, I guess.
I still think it's Travis or.
No, it's Cam. Let's go Cam.
Cam?
Yeah, I haven't gotten any Cam.
A bunch of Cam. Well, he's also starting to fall. Like I'm actually surprised because he and Tyrone Tracy started neck and neck, and I thought it would just stay that way, and maybe a couple of spots flip. But it's a full round difference between him now and Tyrone Tracy, and Tyrone is going usually in the he went 105. At least it was a little closer in this draft, but ADP wise, it's been different.
Steiger loves Mark Andrews. Got to get Mark Andrews in there.
At least he double stacked his quarterback.
Yeah, for sure. We got
you on that.
We got a couple youngins after we went with a very a weird start for us, honestly.
Very
so we're probably gonna get to some Drake May, hopefully.
At least, one of Drake or Trevor falling would be ideal.
JJ goes. That's early.
It is, but at least, I don't even know if
Justin fell.
I don't know where Jordan Addison went, or TJ for that matter.
They got Aaron Jones.
Excuse me. Oh, well,
Aaron Jones. That was the stack.
Okay. Well, they could have doubled the running back room instead of. I don't know, man. That's their QB1 too.
Wow, that's tough. That's why they had to do it. Jaden Higgins.
Justin Herbert.
There's two in a row. Let's see. Everybody has a quarterback?
Pretty much, yeah. I don't see any kind of insane other than, I guess, Pick 12 just hates tight ends tonight.
Well, there's three of them. Zero tight end.
Well, especially the last pick, because the last pick was the one that they didn't have a tight end through 15 rounds, and then they went 7 receivers in their first.
In the first draft, you mean? Yeah, that's fair. Njoku comes off the board. Steiger has his tight end, but
is Mark plus one of these guys coming up a quality enough 2 tight end room, or do you think you would need 3?
Probably need 3.
Yeah.
Jeremy got back to us. Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, Rashee Rice, Jalen Hurts, Travis Hunter, Quinshon Judkins, and Caleb Johnson. I love all the rookies that you did there. Yeah. T. Higgins a little early. Pick 95. TJ Hawkinson fell to 95. Woo! Hell yeah.
Yeah. Smash that. I think he kind of did similar to us where, he just went Dom quarterback early, but kind of have him naked for now and maybe able to stack him later. That's still kind of what we're at some point.
Hopefully going to do.
But we're not going to take Ertz anymore. So, we're kind of like Eckler or nothing almost.
Krosky Merritt.
And that doesn't. Oh, well. What did he get drafted last round? Because I know he
Seventh
was
round. Yeah.
17th.
7th. Oh, did he get drafted last? I see.
No,
He got
not
drafted
draft
in
round.
the 7th round. Yes. No, I don't believe so. I think he was there
Because he
still.
was one that we saw a couple times recently, sneak in the back of the.
Pick 99, Brian Robinson.
Man, we need to. I'll trade you draft lobbies because this one's kind of.
They're falling over there.
Yeah.
So your pick 3, I guess. 2, 3,
4. 97.
Where's 99?
No, you're right. 3. You're correct.
So he went. Okay.
Okay, May's gone, so we're crossing fingers for Trevor.
Shit. You didn't even need him.
I had a feeling Drake wouldn't even.
You didn't need him.
I haven't seen Drake go into the 30s, 130s.
That's
there was one time I
bullshit.
got him in the 140s. Other than that, he's just been 120s or earlier. That was a very weird time when I got him.
Snipes. Sweet. Auto draft.
He also has.
Zach. Okay.
I'm surprised an auto draft wouldn't give him a tight end in this range. But he also only had 2 running backs.
Yeah. Let's see. No real weird things.
Not really. There's just kind of stands of what position group you just want to get really strong.
Yeah.
I would like a receiver on this turn, if applicable.
Over a quarterback?
Well, ideally both.
Yeah, we have. Who's our running back room? Tony.
It's not great.
It's not good.
Yeah, that's
You
kind
sure?
of the way we started our build. I kind of had a feeling we weren't really going to have a complete
comfortable position.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's at least I'm more comfortable with some of the rookie running backs at the end than I am most of the receivers.
For sure.
You know.
Jeremy says if I get the 15 million, just let me know what color your Lambos would be.
Oh.
Let's go. I need to learn how to drive a manual.
You don't know how to drive manual. I do.
No.
I don't do it. That's the thing. That's bigger. More the problem is doing it because the different vehicles also.
You can get me an orange one and I'll stare at it until I learn how to drive it.
My brother always talks mess to me because he's like, you don't know how to do it.
So my question is the other guy only has 1 quarterback, so I guess we got to go Trevor here.
Probably yes, and they probably also know we want Trevor.
Ooh, I know exactly what I want to do.
So Trevor.
Yeah.
Okay. Tajay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if hopefully he doesn't take just both Jaden and Tajay, that would just be very sad. Or take neither.
Now I don't know.
He took one. He took Tajay.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
I guess blue, unless you want to go 5th receiver here.
Which one?
None of the ones that are currently being listed.
That's Kyle.
I hate them all.
Okay.
Let's go running back. I know. I feel like at this point I've taken way too much Jaden Blue.
Yeah, agreed. I don't know that he's good. I don't think he's good.
I don't think he's being overdrafted, but I just think it's one of those.
I don't think he's gonna do much. Pick 118, Tyler Warren. What the fuck? his tight end room is TJ Hawkinson, Tyler Warren.
We had to get him at 105, and we felt good.
In this draft.
Yeah.
Yeah. 107, yeah.
Sorry.
He got him over here.
Steiger stacked the tight end room.
That baby.
I like the situation. I don't love that Isaiah's going this early, but I understand why people are doing that.
Well, they think that Mark's going to be gone. That could be a situation where.
Ironically, it might be better for your team for one to be moved off of into a better, situation.
Yeah, you could have 2 legitimate tight ends if one of them gets sent somewhere. You will have to go a third tight end though, because they're on the same bye week in the same team. So right now, at least, that guy has 3
options, though.
3 quarterbacks in the last 4 rounds.
Yeah.
They at least stack. He stacked here. Let's see. No.
Let's see.
Yeah, he had a stack here.
London. Okay. Crackers is cracking.
Let's see. 118 going ETN. Wait, I'm confused. You got the 2 players on the same pick. That's pretty impressive. It's probably insane. 123.
Based on that draft lobby, I wouldn't be surprised if he was able to just be like, "Hey, nobody look."
Just take them both.
Whoops! I don't know how that happened.
So he's like right behind us though. He's 142. So he's probably at like 127 right now.
Mhm. Which is impressive. But at the same time, he probably got in a because you said that he was out of $3 drafts.
Yeah,
So
he got in a $20.
he probably jumped into a 20,
Yeah,
which is fun.
that's what he
That's where the
said.
$1
Was
million
saying.
is.
No, he's 15 million apparently.
Oh yeah, 18 and 123. Sick.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I like your team so far, to say the least.
I like your team more than my team.
I liked my first draft. The first draft, I actually liked that team. That team was pretty dope.
Yeah. Unfortunately, because I wish those 4 teams that we had in terms of the GTD lobby
Right.
drafting, I wish 2 of them would come in here because there's not a single team in here that I'm just like, ooh, this is
Yeah,
awesome.
I feel like if somebody could have like the 4th or 5th pick, they'd be rolling right now. Kyle Williams with the Drake May pick. There you go.
How many $20 drafts have you done so far, Jeremy? Because I know that's 150 max. We're probably not going to get.
No,
we're not going
yeah.
to max that one out. But I'll probably get closer to maybe.
I mean, that's only
40 to.
it's
50.
only $3,000, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, we have friends that that actually put $1,000 down nightly. So ridiculous.
Yeah, but then there's also the crown deal where you every
Third.
increment that you go up, they'll reward you back with more drafts and stuff. So it's not like like I've done 9, but 2 of them have been comped,
right?
Based on getting free tickets.
You also got the free one from the beginning too. They gave you the original
they gave
free.
Me a logo at the beginning, and then there was like a mission for the week. Like if you drafted one today, we'll give you another one.
Right.
And then again, they also have the bracketed. Like I think it's once you get to 20, they'll give you like another free one or something like that.
Jeremy's coming up on his pick at 142. We need to hear about it.
Yeah. Who else are you stealing over there?
You guys only messing with DraftKings this year? No underdog? We get more views when it comes to DraftKings is the problem, Gail.
Last year we got like 3x more DK views than we did underdog views.
Yeah.
And I think it's because a lot of the people that do live streams do underdogs, and they all do them at the same time. Whereas I don't think I know anybody that does routine live streams for DraftKings. Yeah,
like, and it's not that we don't play underdog. It's just that you got to get as many people in here to hang out, Yeah. We're about to be uploading
plus half of our of our friend group, but I know at least Steiger and Nick both had like verification issues for underdog. That's why they couldn't deposit.
Texas is weird.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
It is. We're not in Chicago like you, sir.
Yeah.
Living the dream. All right, so we're done with quarterback. We probably need a receiver.
What you got, Steiger? Kyle Pitts.
It's fine with that.
Probably need a receiver.
Down. Quentin.
Yeah, that's what I would think. Because now it's like not.
So are we going double receiver? Because I don't know if that guy is going to go Quentin. So I would go whatever first if you weren't doing double receiver here.
Probably Garindo.
Okay.
Even though I
would go Garindo because that other guy only has 3 running backs.
Even knowing I don't want to go Garindo, he is in a situation where he could get a lot of playtime.
I'd rather just stack him and Jordan James and be like, hey, RB2 for San Fran is my RB6 or 5. And we saw how that worked out last year because Garindo had a couple 100-yard games. We saw Jordan Mason be the waiver wire pickup of the September. And then, Quinn Johnson.
He went JK.
Ooh, okay. So that's what round are we in?
Was
that 14th again? Yeah.
14th,
okay, so JK back-to-back drafts kind of going 114. This was a good sample size because these are our first real drafts doing since the JK and the Nick Chubb news. So it was interesting to see where those ADPs would fly up.
Yeah.
I'm still fine with JK in the 14th. It's not like that's like, oh, I can't get there anymore.
I feel like both running backs for that team are a little high right now. Right. Like not JK. JK is like coming up, but I think like when he gets to the 12th round, I'm going to be like, there's no way I'm getting any of him.
But we said that last year and we went with Kamani as our stand.
Yeah.
It's just like, if we just picked them both, we would have been all right.
Right. But it's not Kamani and JK in the 12th and 15th round. It
could be him and Estimate.
Sure. Yeah. but you're still then losing RJ Harvey minutes.
unless he gets hurt.
Jeremy went Jaden Blue. Haven't drafted much of him this year. Then Bryce Young is my second quarterback. I think the Jaden Blue thing is really hard for me because I didn't even rank him in our top 20 running backs. He just happened to go to the freaking Dallas Cowboys. And that we all knew whoever went to the Cowboys was going to be, one of the best running back values based on, opportunity cost. So that's the hard part. Bailey, I think personally DraftKings is better than Underdog, but at the same time, like it just depends if you like playing like underdog over underlines more, in my opinion. But I don't like
Underdog has so many like promos that come out. Like I'm getting like a 40% profit boost like every other day. Now that there's like we're in the NBA Finals, Stanley Cup, WNBA is back, which not paying attention, but because it's back there giving promos to make you want to play.
right.
All those fun things.
Steiger Blue will get touches. That doesn't make him a good running back, and that's the problem for me. I think like you could have gone with a lot of other running backs that will have better careers if you were the Cowboys. And so Jaden Blue,
I think there's nothing that Jaden can do this year to not make us assume that Dallas will draft another running back next year.
No, yeah, I think they're going to go another running back. I actually
they'll probably
disclaimer everybody
draft Jeremiah Love and then not pick anybody until the 4th round.
Well, yeah, so I actually have them going Jeremiah Love.
Oh,
in our 2026 mock draft. That'll be the only pick I give out because I don't really know if any of the other ones are going to stick. But I don't know how he's.
Are you doing the order based on Vegas win totals?
Yes, by total wins, and then it's playoff odds to make the Super Bowl based on individual sides, and then whoever's going to win the Super Bowl obviously is the Eagles for win total stuff. And how about production, Steiger? Did you what?
My thing is Trey Wisner.
Trey Wisner, yeah.
Trey Wisner is like the 4th best running back on Texas, and he basically outtouched Jaden Blue down the stretch last year. So, and I know Jaden was a little banged up, but he never really wowed me.
No. He's fast when like he.
Well, that's also something that we said in the previous episode because we were talking about like props for the 40, and we were like, oh, Isaiah Bond, he's like we've seen him like turn on the Jets. And he had the next level speed, and we were like, we wouldn't be shocked if he went 4-2. And then Jaden, we were just like,
never seen him
come close.
He had
thinking that he'd be
one play.
Yeah,
one play was the only play where I was like, damn, he looked fast on that play. But every other play, no. He does have ball security issues. That's correct, Bailey. But he also was like Cam said, he was like the 3rd best running back of the starters we're about to pick, because I wouldn't put him over Wisner, and I wouldn't put him over Gibson. And then CJ Baxter's better than him too. So
CJ could play himself into being RB2 or 1 in this upcoming draft, depending on his because Texas loves to.
What do you want to do? Sorry,
Palmer,
Roshan
first, and then figure it out.
Yeah, probably. I think Roshan and I was gonna say
Calvin.
No, I was gonna say Keenan.
Okay. Well, based on like how boards are falling, Keenan's not really getting much love, which I understand.
And he's gone. That's crazy.
That's like that one draft last year.
Oh yeah.
Jinx 3 straight picks.
Now what? Palmer. Okay. That was crazy because he wasn't even on the board. He was like 12 down. But I actually already did the running back stuff. So if y'all want to go check it out, I did quarterbacks, running backs, and wide receivers for the skill positions for the NFL draft for next year. Just kind of talking over some guys. But I actually liked Trey Wisner and what he did last year. CJ Baxter is one of the hardest ones to talk about because he obviously got hurt and didn't play at all. But that running back room, and me and Dustin went back and forth on this. I actually think the Texas running back room is greater than the Penn State running back room at the end of the day. Because,
that's pretty crazy.
Right? Katron Allen and Nick Singleton are legit players. But I think at the end of the day, if you put all 3 of those guys on the same team in Gibson, Baxter, and Wisner.
Who's that one guy they just also picked up? He probably won't play much this year.
Yes, I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. But yes, all of I think that room is better than Penn State's. And Penn State is got a legit room.
Oh, and Christian Clark he tore his Achilles.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
He's not even listed on the depth chart. That's how deep they are.
They're good. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
I think the 1-2 punch at Penn State's pretty good, but after that, like you take Texas because they've got their third best running back is 6'3", like 240. So
yeah, very impressive. Oh, who was that's what I was going to ask you. The A&M, they had a running back that also missed most of, if not all of last year. Is he returning?
Yes, he is. Owen
Ruben Owens.
Ruben Owens.
Yeah,
Thank you.
because he
Yeah.
was the guy that used to be committed to Texas. He decommitted,
Right.
went to A&M.
Dustin says that Ruben Owens is better than Le'Veon Moss. So
I mean,
it's one of those
I wouldn't be
things.
surprised. He's a 5-star.
Yeah, yeah. Le'Veon Moss was really good last year, though, in his role, and I really liked him too this last year.
Yeah, because
So
Ruben's also eligible, right?
I think he's a sophomore. I don't know off the top of my head because I didn't watch his film.
Because I thought he was like spotty production freshman year because obviously true freshman, but he played as a true freshman.
Yes, no, he's very
play. He had 2 games last year.
Yeah, he's very good. I'll tell you right now.
Not very efficient.
Yes, he is a junior, so he is draft eligible.
But he probably needs like a CJ. I would anticipate.
Yeah.
At least the end of their first like semifinal run with Quinn Ewers and company in 2023, like he was really getting the RB1 touches towards the end of the season.
Yeah, over Jonathan Brooks. But CJ also
Jonathan towards his ACL.
Right. It was red, blue, Savion red. It was Jaden Blue, and then CJ was over both of them. And then Wisner was like the 5th running back at that time, which is crazy. Like just so much talent. But hey Franco, how's it going? Is this the same as the underdog one? Are you talking about the draft?
It's a little bit different. This is PPR, and also there's bonuses for yardage. So 100-yard bonus for rushing, receiving, or 300-yard bonus for passing. You get 3 points every time you do that. But in terms of roster construction, it is also 3 wide receivers, 1 flex. But they also have 20 rounds in a standard DraftKings instead of 18 for underdog.
Yeah, underdog's a little bit shorter. And they have a lot of different contests on underdog. That was something we've been talking about and we're actually going to pick real quick. 6 and 6. Yeah, we can go Lloyd. And then what? That's the problem.
No say. Could just double running back.
Yeah, I'm Giddens.
Well,
or Burchard. You
want
to go Burchard?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really hope that Jonathan Taylor can stay healthy, so I don't regret not picking Giddens as much because I could just see being a top 30-ish RB. 8 running backs are probably good there. And then we can finish up with a receiver or 2.
Yeah, because we're done at quarterback and we're done at tight end. So
I mean, based on how weak our running back room was at the top, I wouldn't mind another running back.
Yes, Franco. Underdog is 0.5, half point PPR. And I actually, what I was going to say though is they have different types of contests. They also fill really quickly. So like this contest that we're doing right now is the 20 max $3. And this one has like
for weeks and it's only 25% filled.
Yeah.
Underdog, like every 3 weeks, there's a new contest for that specific price point.
Or super flex, like we talk about. Yeah.
They also have only like weekly winners. They have an eliminator tournament where like if you're dead last, then you're eliminated and so on and so forth every week.
Yeah.
Haven't done any of those yet.
A lot of fun stuff over there.
Yeah.
We just happen to do DraftKings because we get more views on DraftKings because a lot of people do underdog right now. Overall, Tolbert to Steiger. Is that what you were laughing at? Yes, good. Didn't you get Tolbert in the last one? I know you got Tolbert in the last one. You did stack so his QB2 Indy quarterback. Alec Pierce.
He also picked a Downs or
I think he missed Downs. That was what I was saying. He should have gone Downs over Ayuk there.
Come on, Steiger.
Yeah, close. Hey, almost. Have you done any underdog drafts? Cam does a lot of those. I do a couple underdog drafts every year, but
I actually think the underdog ADPs are better right now than DraftKings because they're more fluid. Quarterbacks are pushed way further down. Rounds lower, and on top of that, I think I can prioritize running backs a little bit more. which other people I think just want to fill out receiver when it's like half PPR, more
running back,
advantageous
yeah,
for
for
that
sure.
position.
Yeah, and especially
That's
those pass catching running backs at the beginning, like a Christian McCaffrey or a, I don't know, Genty or whoever you're going to go up with there. Miles Sanders, Jerome Ford. I can't believe Miles Sanders is that far down, honestly.
I don't think he's going to make the team.
No?
He didn't play special teams.
And who does?
Jaden Blue.
Jaden Blue does? Oh, he's a returner, isn't he? Yeah,
and Deuce
that's
Vaughn.
right.
And
Deuce Vaughn, man. I forgot he was over there. Just put him in the 20th.
There's...
They have one more.
I think I would know my own team, but I don't really care.
Honestly, that's how I feel about Florida State last year.
Yeah.
Like,
Phil Maffa.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. That's their like bruiser.
Sure.
Running back.
Yeah. I like Phil Maffa when he was at Clemson. I don't know but not as an NFL player.
They're probably going to keep 4. They usually keep 4 with Dallas, and I just think that Miles is just he's fighting with Javonte for being the veteran, and whoever isn't is probably make it.
So Franco, if you would, you can go into our bio and go to our Discord, and you can join our Discord, and there you can send your team in and we'll review it. We have a whole section for just Underdog and DraftKings drafts, so you can put any, and me and Cam will look at it and tell you if we think
we haven't
whatever.
had a whole lot of traction in Discord so far this summer because it is early. It is only June.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could be the first to kind of start getting some traction going, and we'll have a lot of fun reviewing your teams, go back and forth, and hopefully we can be in some lobbies together at some point this summer.
Experienced players in with the red and black shield.
What is the red and black shield?
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
Is that like a tier in
I don't even know. But also, since you're doing so much, since you are doing Underdog, we actually do we actually have videos for ADPs we love and we hate. Cam puts those out. He put one out, two out last week, and that's our 1.0. We're gonna have 2.0 and 3.0 as we come on later on through the year. So yeah, that'll be good for you to watch also if you want to. We need to set you guys up with commands. I know, Steiger. I actually have a thing that I don't have set up, but I haven't done it yet.
All right,
it's because
we're finishing up this round. So Steiger, you knock it out first.
Okay.
Mark Cooper. Okay. I don't honestly know what I want to do here. Filter to receiver, real quick. We'll run through some of the names. Roman Wilson, I guess, is just fine clicking on. Do you want to go to receiver or do you want to go another running back?
We have like how many running backs?
We have 8.
We'll go Roman.
Yeah, we'll go Roman first, but
let's go receiver.
Okay.
Noah Brown. Hey.
Finally, he's questionable.
Yeah, but he is questionably the starter because they have no one else.
It's Luke McCaffrey, and he's going to break out this year.
Yeah, sure. Let me draft Noah Brown.
Okay.
And then read this comment. They give like the experienced players a shield besides their names, so no shield for non-experienced, and they're like 2 different shields for other players. Got it. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Okay,
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I'll fix that. I swear I switched that though. But Steiger, will you send our Discord link into the chat real quick for me, so that our new friend Franco can get in there? I'll fix that when I get done here, and then we can fix them. We are done drafting. I think
it's fun.
Let's see.
For a solid 2 hours today.
Did we really? Didn't feel that long. Thank you, my guy. He goes Raheem Mostert to finish the game because he needed a Raider on his team, not a baby. Jordan James. No, Mostert because he's plays for the Las Vegas Raiders.
38 years old.
Yeah, he's old. He's not that old, but he's old.
He was the easiest fade last year
ever.
No one else was on it.
Well, negative regression is hard to see sometimes. I guess I don't know.
I guess so. Yeah, when you score 18 touchdowns in 8 years and then 29th, like. I guess that's sustainable.
Yeah,
that is literally only Priest Holmes' career and no one else.
What was I gonna do? I was trying to. Oh yeah. I'm gonna see if I can't fix that real quick for this dot. Good, Cam. I'm sorry. Dot card.
Yeah, I mean the 20th round is just kind of a bunch of duds. Way more running backs available. It's hard to just look at any of these receivers because they're all like fourth options, and you're crossing your fingers on injuries.
Mhm.
But you're kind of doing the same thing with running backs, I guess.
Yeah.
Taysom Hill is not playing this year. Tyler Higbee may not start, depending on how good Terrence Ferguson is early.
Yeah, I don't want to miss out on Franco not hanging out with us longer. So what I'll do is I can add it. I'll fix it and send it over to you. Or I'll have you check it later on. There's a AD Mitchell going. I'm talking about. If Steiger can't get it in the chat.
Yeah.
But all right, guys. Well, we appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Let me stop sharing. Happy to meet some new friends. Franco, Jeremy, thanks for hanging out with us. Your draft looked great.
Next week.
Gail, yeah, absolutely.
Do.
Yeah, absolutely. You better come back next week
Bailey
and
too,
hang out with
because
us.
Bailey was in the stream the whole time.
Yes,
he was
Franco.
cooking,
Sorry.
cleaning.
Yeah, we actually did 2 drafts during this. We actually been on here for 2 hours. We do this every Thursday, around at 7:00. So if you want to come hang out with us on Thursday nights, come. We do these. You can jump in our drafts. We normally do the $3 drafts so that everybody's happy, and the $20 drafts will be coming. Don't y'all guys worry for the guys that already finished out their $3.
I don't know if we'll do it before, but I'll force us to do our first one if we haven't already by the July 4th week, to kind of celebrate getting into the new month. And
we can do that on my account because I'm waiting, so I haven't actually used my first $20, so I'll get a free one. So we'll do both of them.
Yeah.
How about that?
Y'all will too if you haven't done a DraftKings $20 yet.
Yes, absolutely. We don't see the link, but Franco, I will fix the link in the description, and hopefully it'll work by next Thursday, or if you want to try it earlier this week.
And then Bailey, you got to stop leaving us without taking us with you, because you keep leaving.
Yeah, stop going to Mexico without us. Everywhere. But we appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Later, guys.